Hey dolls! So, I am here, it is March 29th as I'm filming this, and it is that time. It's monthly favorites time. I skipped February basically because I didn't really feel like filming a February favorites, and I didn't feel like I had enough stuff to talk about. But I did keep a running list this month, like a responsible young lady, of all of the things I was loving over this past month, and I'm gonna share them with you now. I'm going to start off like usual with my fashion and beauty favorites, and the first one is the thing you just saw in my last video, and that is the Too Faced Life's a Festival palette. I had to include this. I have been loving this palette since I got it. It's just so nice. The packaging is of course to die for a girl like me, and the colors, the shadows are so nice. I love them. I love the highlighter Unicorn Tears. I love the shade Mystic Rain. I love Young and Free, this hot pink. I talked about it a lot, obviously, in my last video, so I won't spend too much time, but I definitely wanted to include it as a monthly fave, and I highly recommend picking up this eyeshadow palette if you have been considering it. My next fashion favorite is going to be kind of hard to show on camera, but I'm gonna try and insert a stock photo of it somewhere so that you can see it in full, but it is this amazing, chunky, cable knit, pastel, confetti cake cardigan by the brand Sugar Thrills. I love this thing, you guys. I've been wearing it constantly since I got it. It just goes with so much of my clothing, and it's so cute, but still comfy and toasty. I love to throw this on over everything. Definitely no regrets in deciding to purchase this piece. I have been getting more than my money's use out of it. And finally, I have a couple of teeny tiny accessories favorites that I've been loving the past month. And the first one is these very, very simple pastel hoops from Hot Topic. They're literally just plain hoop earrings, but we have a pastel pink pair, a pastel lavender pair, and a nice pastel mint pair. They're so versatile, and because of their simpleness, they just go with everything. I've been loving them. I think they were also like $6 or $7 for the 3 pairs together in a pack. The other little accessory I wanted to mention is this pastel carousel horse necklace by Tasty Peach Studios. I love Tasty Peach. I love all of the merchandise that they put out. This is just a simple little necklace that I picked up from a convention I went to in January, and I've been wearing it quite frequently the past month, so I wanted to give it a little cameo in my March favorites. And that's it for beauty and fashion faves. I'm gonna jump into my anime fave now, and that is Sanrio Boys. I am very late to the party on this one, but oh my goodness, it is so wholesome and pure. Those 5 boys, precious cinnamon rolls, must protect, all the hashtag Tumblr slang that I'm using right now, who even am I? But it's such a cute series. It's very lighthearted and fluffy, but I love the 5 characters. They're all really unique. Yu is my best boy. He is the My Melody boy. And I really like some of the themes that it's touching on. Kind of, you know, like what you like regardless of whether other people think it's weird or not manly or just doesn't go with your image, etc., etc. It's very nice. Very good to watch. I love it. I believe the last episode just came out. Definitely give it a watch if you haven't already. It is on Crunchyroll. Moving on to my book recommendation for the month, which I actually have this time. It's still a library book, I just haven't returned it yet. But it is Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin. This is actually a children's book. I would say maybe 8 to 12 years reading age. So I went through it really quickly. I blasted through it. But the story is so gentle and nice to read. I really recommend it if you like classic fairy tale feel. It is about two sisters, Snow and Rose, who lose their father when he goes into the forest and never comes back. They end up losing their house, and them and their mom move into a cottage in the woods, and it turns out to be an enchanted forest. And it kind of follows their different exploits and their ongoing quest to kind of figure out what happened to their father. And the main reason I recommend it is because the entire book is illustrated, and the illustrations are so beautiful and nice to look at. I loved just flipping through it and looking at the various illustrations in the book. There's even a little sketchbook in the back that is just full of various drawings related to the story. It's very nice. And if you remember in my January favorites, I talked about how much I had been loving Winx Club, and I still am, but my rekindled love for Winx Club made me remember another series that I was obsessed with when I was a kid. W.I.T.C.H, The Power of Five. Do any of you remember this series? You might if you're European. I think it was bigger over there, but oh my, I loved this series. I probably like it just as much as Winx now. I think I like Winx more as a kid, but this is such a good comic series. These are the old graphic novels that were being printed when I was a kid, and they've recently been reprinting them into these big, beautiful graphic novel volumes, and I don't know why. Why is Yen Press reprinting this old comic series that has been out of print for quite some time? I do not know, but I am not going to question it because I have been buying all of them as they come out. This was just such a good series, and it still is. I really recommend checking it out if you've never read it, watched it, heard of it before. It's very good. It's kind of ish similar to Winx. I would say the story is probably a little bit more serious, maybe a teeny bit darker. It's very good. It's basically about these five girls: Will, Irma, Tarani, Cornelia, and Haylin, Witch, and they all become guardians of the Veil and have to band together to protect something larger than themselves. The basic, powerful, superhero girl plotline. The final thing I want to mention to you guys is my YouTube channel favorite, a new channel I've discovered over the past month, and that is Trikiwi, or Trikiwi. I think it's pronounced one of those two ways. She does Pokemon original songs, lots of different Pokemon list type videos, different Pokemon related content, so obviously right up my alley. I love me some good Pokemon content. If you check out her channel, the number one thing I say to look at, to watch, or listen to is the song Destiny Bond, either the original or the Lavender Town Glitch Hop remix. So good. Been on repeat when I'm at work, got my headphones on, listening to that over and over. So good. And that's all for my March favorites. I feel like every time I do a favorites video, I am super rambly and not articulate at all. Let me know if that's true or if you enjoy these videos. I'm gonna go now though. I will see you in my next video. Until then, stay glamorous and stay geeky. Bye.